Hari Om, we'll start the session. Jayamala ji is not coming.
Yeah.
Uh,
Om, Arti. Just
Hari.
5 minutes. I'm not feeling well. I will
Okay,
just take my tablets and switch on the camera.
Sure.
Namaste, ma'am.
We'll do the prayers. Let's see. Om. 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 Sahana bhavatu. Sahano bhunaktu. Sah Viryam Karavavahai. तेजस्विनावधीतमस्तु मा विद्विषावहै. ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः. हरिः ॐ श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः. हरिः ॐ. सदाशिवसमारम्भा शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमा अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयम् नमामि भगवत्पादम् शङ्करं लोकशङ्करम्. शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः. समस्तजनकल्याणे निरतं करुणामयं नमामि चिन्मयं देवं सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरं. सद्गुरुं ब्रह्मविद्वरम्. हरि ओम्. We did 49, no, last week? Completed it, huh?
Yes, ma'am. I mean, we read through the whole passage. I think we said we will go deeper in it.
Yeah, correct. जीवन्मुक्तस्तु तद्विद्वान् पूर्वोपाधिगुणान् त्यजेत् सच्चिदानन्दरूपत्वात् भवेत् भ्रमरकीटवत्. He, like a worm, transforms into a wasp by constantly with single-minded focus, because it is doing it because of fear of getting stung. Because of the fear of being stung, it is constantly looking at the wasp. And then as it keeps looking at the wasp, it grows wings and it also turns into a wasp. Like that, what are we stung by? We are stung by whenever the I, me mind rises, we are stung by that I, me mind. To avoid being stung by the I, me mind, we keep our absolute chitta ekagrita on the self. Atma vichara. When we do constant Atma vichara, vichara is not a thing of the mind. It is not a doing at all. It is just that, like that worm is constant having its attention on the wasp, like that we have the attention on the awareness. Our awareness is aware of itself, which means in the midst of all activities, I am in touch with the being. When in the midst of all activities, I am in touch with the being, I become him. Tattvam asi. That is what it is. See. Read the paragraphs, Diva.
The same one, ma'am?
Yeah, just read it. Read the whole thing once.
Aditi,
Yeah.
last week you said about the awareness of waking state, dream state, and deep sleep. We were discussing, as Jaimala said, no? When we get up,
Correct,
everything will be
correct.
there as it is.
Correct. Correct.
So it is, and I was contemplating the entire week. So in Vedanta, it is always about we have to see, we have to watch, we have to think what is inside, going on inside us. So inside us, in our mind, in our intellect, it exists only when we are awakened, like woken up state. Sorry, awakened is
Mind
gnani
exists
in this context.
in our wakeful state. Is that what you're saying? Mind.
Wakeful state.
Mind
My
exists.
mind exists. So all world exists in our mind. The world is also Paramatma. So we say that we
And because the
realization
mind exists in the consciousness.
Paramatma. Yeah.
Satchitan.
And in the deep sleep, he exists. He exists, nothing else. So since I am in deep sleep, not awakened, I cannot what to say? I cannot experience that in a conscious state, right? Only after waking up, we say I had deep sleep. That deep sleep experience is there. The experience of Paramatma is not there with us. Only
I am
deep
not
sleep
aware of the
experience
awareness at that point in time.
At that point of
In
time.
Sushupti.
In Sushupti. So once we wake up, all world exists because my mind is awakened.
Correct.
Right? It doesn't mean that world is false. The world is false in my deep sleep state.
Yes.
The world is
The world
false
exists only in my
dream.
wakefulness.
Yeah. And the dream state is false when I'm awakened or in deep sleep. So each state is different, but the common factor is the awareness, the Paramatma, who is making us feel whether it is deep sleep, dream, or the awakened state. He is the constant force.
Correct.
We are not aware of him yet. Intellectually, we have learned. We have not yet experienced. He's beyond experience. So we cannot
is beyond sense experience. We cannot see him, we cannot hear him, we cannot smell him, we cannot touch him, we cannot taste him.
But whatever is happening,
and
all
we cannot
this
we cannot imagine him, we cannot because thinking is also part of that.
Yeah.
You
But
cannot
all
think.
this is happening just because he is present.
Correct. He is present as that very existence,
Mm.
that very sat.
Mm. Since he is there, I can see, I can experience, I can touch, I can feel, I can smell,
Yeah.
but I cannot
So
do
that
this to
he
him.
and I are not different is what
Okay.
our Mahavakyas are telling. When you go looking for that I, you will see that that I is also dissolving and only he is there. But you
Yeah.
have to follow that I to find that him.
Like the wasp becoming the bee.
Correct. Correct.
So this entire week, this was the exercise for me.
Very nice. Very nice.
How
Good
it will be, how it will be, how it will be. But to realize is different.
This contemplation we have to do. That is all that is all we can do.
Yeah, for the
Realization
realize
he
how
will
it
bring
will
when,
be. Yeah.
see, we can, that is our push effort. Afterwards, he only has to pull. For that titiksha, that is, we don't know. Okay.
And for all this, we have to drop our vasanas to become clean, right?
We have to become that is the only thing. We have to
How to drop the vasanas?
drop the vasanas andre eno. Whenever it arises,
Just
I
observe.
have to be aware that there is no attachment with it.
Okay.
Basically, go through it, but not let it affect you.
Correct. It will come, it will go.
Go, because we cannot stop it. We can
We
only
cannot stop it, but we don't hold on to it.
Exactly.
Either to analyze it, either to indulge in it, or resist it also.
Yes.
This is bad, this is not good. Yenu illa. We note that it
Once
is
it
there. And we say,
Let it come and let it pass. Yeah.
just let it pass. It will pass. Adu iro tanka irli eno ಮಾಡ್ಲಿ ಅದು. It is like when I am going in a train, I keep seeing all the visuals outside. Some visuals I will turn and I'll keep seeing. Don't do that.
Yes. Very good example.
Don't do that. Just let it keep going, passing. That's all. So when it arises, don't
Resist.
entangle yourself in it. String haki, ಒಂದು ನಾಟ್ ಹಾಕಿ ಕಟ್ಟಿ ಹಾಕಿ ನನ್ನ ಜೊತೆ ಹಂಗೆ ಹಿಡ್ಕೊಂಡು ಕುಟ್ಕೋಬಾರ್ದು. ಪುರಿಯರ್ದ? Diva, you got understood what I said in Kannada?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. We put a string around it, we nicely tie a knot and say, don't go, I am holding it. That is
We have to be attached but detached.
Yeah. See, we have to enjoy
Accept.
the journey.
Yeah.
Observe everything. Through gratitude, through enjoyment, do everything. But
let it
do
go when the
not
time is up.
hold on.
Yeah.
Let it go. Let it go. Even with the children. See, you will know when the only thing that attaches us it when I, me mind comes up.
Our insecurities.
I, me mind will come up as insecurities. What about me? My child, my family, my house,
Materialistic thoughts.
materialistic thoughts to some extent. Now with our children, when they are in that stage, you can't avoid it.
Yeah.
Say you're saying, okay, they have to get through the exam. You are detached, you are there to support them. Like now my son is going through master's thesis. He has to find somewhere. He has to complete his project. His 5th year, he has to do a master's thesis and he has to do an internship. So we will help him. We will send his resume. We will send it to people. That kind of thing that may be worldly, that is materialistic, but that is a necessity of our role.
Yeah.
Right? So we will do it. We will forward it to everybody. We also ask him to write his resume, show it to us. We will go through the resume. We give him impact. All that is the guidance. But now it will become, and I don't know what can become an attachment here.
If we say that, okay, you have to find a job here only, you have to stay with me here only, like
Oh,
that kind can be.
you have to go to such and such company,
Uh,
or if
yeah,
he doesn't get through, and then somewhere, and then we, how would you say, feel what is this? He's not doing well, or this, those that comes from a space of I, me, mine, or what is this, and things like.
anxiety.
Yeah, maybe those kind of things will become. So we are living in the world. We are actors in the world. We do our part. But we don't let us think that this I, me mind should not come. Ahankara, mahamkara. It's as simple as that. Ahankara, mamakara. Everything, your disturbance, if you track it down, it will come to ahankara, mamakara. Simple. If you ask a question why, it is because your ahankara, mamakara came. That's all. In that ahankara, mamakara, it will come as raga, dvesha, it will come as desires, it will come as likes, and whatever, it will come as habits, it will come as my beliefs, my values, which I'm projecting. So many things. Okay, I will read this now. So a liberated soul, Jivan Mukta, is one who has realized the infinitude of his existence and has become totally free from ignorance, even while he lives in his body, which continues to exist as long as its prarabdha lasts. He who has so well integrated his spiritual personality as to totally renounce the properties of the matter envelopments and the ego, with his well-directed, upright physical, mental, and intellectual activities, is an enlightened soul. What is he saying? He who has so well integrated his spiritual personality that he renounces the property of matter envelopments, which means his ego, with his well-directed, upright physical, mental, and intellectual activities, is an enlightened soul. Through viveka, physical, mental, intellectual activities is an enlightened. So one who directs and renounces, that is the path of Shreyas, renounces the path that gets me entangled in my ego, and chooses the path that binds me or abides me in the self, is a Jivan Mukta. For such a person, all our sadhana chatushtaya as is at its is completely defined. Viveka, this is the sense of wisdom, to be able to nicely pick what will take me away and what will take me towards the self. Viveka. Vairagya, when I know that this is going to take me away from myself, more into the world, make me more attached to the world, then you know how to something is holding back me or attaching me to the world, you learn to let go of it. I need more people on the video. When something I know is keeping me attached to the world, this is pulling me, I should know how to let go. Then sadhana chatushtaya. This is sadhana chatushtaya, the shat sampati, shama. I know how to bring my mind under my control, calming the mind, how to make my mind serene. That I know. Dhamma, knowing where to direct my senses. Uparati, withdraw from all those things that can bind me. All those sensorial things that can bind me. Consciously withdraw from those. Uparati. Shama, Dhamma, Titiksha. Endure. What is that endurance? Endurance doesn't mean I just I am patient. It means when something comes up, I am able to just be present with it. When some disturbance arises within me, which can be a pleasurable disturbance or a painful disturbance. Whenever we say disturbance, a disturbance is a vritti. It can be a pleasurable disturbance or a painful disturbance. And sometimes it's because of the klesha, it has entanglement. Then I am able to be present, matlab with the self, just to be an observer with it. Then that is patience. That is endurance. So titiksha, shraddha, I know, faith that everything that is happening in my life is happening for good. Everything that happened in my life happened for good. Everything that will happen in future is happening for good. Faith in Shraddha, in the words of the scriptures, even though I am getting it, I'm not getting it, doesn't matter. The rishis have told it, there is something to it. I will keep contemplating until I get it. It does, because I am not able to get it right now, does not mean either this is not for me. It doesn't mean it's not for me. It doesn't mean it is not true. It means more effort is needed. And I have to keep moving. This is Shraddha, Samadhana, that single-minded focus, concentration. And mumukshutva. First of all, I should want to be liberated from all these vasanas. We many times enjoy our own vasanas. It becomes our comfort zone. It is very comforting to know, to hold on to our vasanas, because then I can keep blaming somebody else. I am not responsible. I don't have to do anything. It is all somebody else's fault. So if they change, only I should, but they will not change. So I will also keep complaining. It's a big comfort zone. When we move from somebody else is triggering me to why am I getting triggered, to who is getting triggered, that it's a lot of self-work only, actually. So if I really want to be liberated from this feeling, otherwise I can keep complaining, I can keep complaining, I can keep complaining. I can keep analyzing, I can keep doing everything, but that itself becomes a form of enjoyment for me. That pain itself becomes a form of pleasure for me. I have heard this from 4-5 people. I get some pleasure out of putting the responsibility on somebody else for my pain. Is this making sense?
It is samadhana, like it's not me. I'm not responsible for that. It has come from outside.
So let me give some example.
ಜಾರ್ಕೊಂಡ್ ಬಿಡೋದು ಅಂತಾರಲ್ಲ ಆ ತರ, just slipping away from the responsibility. You are frozen, Artiji.
Yeah, it is moving away.
We did not hear you. You were frozen.
Can you hear me now?
Now we can hear you. Yeah,
Are you
yeah.
able to hear me?
Your video is frozen. We can hear you.
Okay. Now, can you hear me? Yeah.
Yes, yes.
See, that mumukshutvam should be there. Many people complain about problems to endurance, that is from complaints to titiksha. We cannot move from complaints to titiksha as long as we only keep complaining. The ones who only keep complaining, but what? No, if it happens again and again in my life, again and again, how will we take it? It is because you don't want to change. You want others to change. As long as these people are like that, I will be unhappy only. You are giving the responsibility for your happiness in somebody else's hands and getting pulled by whatever they are doing and not wanting to do, because it's a lot of work. No. Once you turn inwards, no, it's so much work. Oh, here also mine only. Yeah, this one also mine. I have to drop. It's effort, no, for me. So that real, I should say, I don't want this. I want to come out of this. I want to be free. I don't want these things to affect me anymore. I want to be free. That is mumukshut. That is mumukshut. I don't want to give myself in the hands of the world. I want to keep the control within. When that is there, then everything comes together. The deep longing for freedom from that which is enslaving me to the world. Okay. Such a Jivan Mukta, who has lived the life of a spiritual giant, unshakable in his inner experience, and who has freed himself from all the attractions around him, lives verily as the divine self. For him, there is no question of any bondage from the earlier described gross, subtle, and causal bodies. He who is the knower of Brahman becomes the Brahman which he was asserting all through his years of meditation, just as the worm becomes a wasp.
So it is only you turn and keep observing the awareness.
Yes.
When we hold on to that, naturally the lower falls off, the lower tendencies.
Correct.
Yeah, we'll only
I don't
focus
have
on
to
the core and the
consciously let
important.
go of the I. I should not hold on to it. To not hold on to that I have to turn to the true self, the existence. That's all.
And when we are holding to the higher, the lower naturally drops off.
Drops off. So
Like
this,
now, when we are holding the class, other distractions will drop off. Like that, when we are holding to the subject and contemplating,
yes.
unnecessary thoughts will drop off.
Yes, so that's why in those days, children were taught, we were taught concentration. You know, 1 hour, you're just see those, when we were told to do all the tables and this and that,
Right.
no, very blindly like chanting or something. Nothing, your mind is on that for some time. It is not going all over the place.
Even focused chanting gives the same result.
Even focused chanting gives the same result. And all the Trataka, all this helps with that concentration from the beginning. The mind is a monkey mind, it goes all over. How can I Anchor it through concentration. That is what is the most important thing. The Jivan Mukta, he is telling, let us discuss any examples for a Jivan Mukta, the way it is. For him, there is no question of any bondage from the gross, subtle or causal bodies. Anybody can remember any stories of a
Ashtavakra.
Jivan Mukta? Okay. What is his story?
When he went to Janaka's palace, no,
You are
everyone
giving
laughed
him
at him.
an example.
Yes. Everyone laughed at him. Then he told everyone, you are a pillow of skin. You are not recognizing the internal, the eternal part of me, and you are just looking at the outside and laughing.
Very nice.
There's no attachment to his body, no attachment to anything, because he's a Gnani.
He was not perfect, but he was perfect. Ashtavakra is such a good example of outside imperfection, but
inside
within total perfection. He is a denotion, a physical representation of us. We are all physically, mentally, in all form as this Deha. We are, as the ego, we are imperfect. He is a reminder to us that we are all imperfect. As the Deha. But as the Atman, there is only perfection. This is a gradual, going up. The wasp builds a clay nest with no other outlet but a small hole in it and places a worm in it. Now and then stinging the worm, the wasp keeps sitting at the door. The helpless worm, weary with fear and pain, constantly looks out at the terrible face of the wasp, which is threatening to sting it again. The worm, thus remaining in single-pointed contemplation over the form and nature of the wasp, grows wings and totally metamorphoses. Similarly, through the negation of the... I think we did this... and becomes existence itself, which is in fact our true self, the light principle. Okay, so this...
But wasp, the bee also may be carrying its own worm, the wasp, isn't it? It cannot be other species. The same bee in its primitive form is wasp.
It is the worm.
Right?
Yeah.
The same bee in the worm status.
Only this one would say, this example of this worm and wasp, no? Ramana Tirtha Swamigal would give one example. One day he came out and he saw in the neighboring house there was a dog. This dog that is inside, no? And then some street dog comes to the gate. Now the home dog is the other side of the gate, and this side there is this dog, which is the street dog. That inside dog is barking. You know how these pet dogs keep barking at the street dogs all the time. Okay, it's just barking so much, and this dog which is outside is just looking at it. Just looking at it like that. One day, it so happened that the gate was opened. And this home dog came out. That time, this street dog nicely caught it and fought with it, and it ran back into the house. From that time onwards, this dog inside was looking at the dog. From inside, it is watching it. very bravely, constantly looking at it, and the outside dog is like, okay, you stay where you are. If you come out, you are like that. We have to be vigilant every moment. If the gate opens and we go get into the world of I, me, mine, immediately we are caught by the dog of the world. You will see all these children, no? It is their safe space. That is why they'll come and shout at mothers and fathers, and at home they will do all kind of drama and everything. Because it is very safe, the world. Then they will know. Like that, we have to be very vigilantly in the gate, inside. And if we keep shouting while we are very safe and inside the gate, if we let the mind work and everybody bark, 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 bark at everybody, the moment we go out, the world will catch us. This is the story of Ramayana also, right? Lord Rama and Sita. Rama is the Paramatma, Sita is the Jivatma. Lord Rama is born in the land of Ayodhya. Ayodhya, Yuddha, no Yuddha. He is there in the land of no conflict. And then when Sita Mata, you all remember, I've told this many times, I think, right? Anyway, but we will say Sita Mata and Lord Rama are married. It is now the Jivatma, the Paramatma coming together, taking a Deha. And then as long as Sita Mata says, wherever Rama is, that is my Ayodhya. That is, there is no conflict. As long as this Jiva is completely surrendered to the Paramatma, it is peaceful. Even the forest is Ayodhya. It is most beautiful. So many years went. In the last year, now this Jivatma, this Sita Mata turns outwards. And she has a desire for a golden deer. Sita Mata. She has a desire for a golden deer. Now the attention has turned away from Paramatma to a golden deer. And saying, I want the deer. Lord Rama is saying, no, I don't think it is. No, I want to take it with me and show everybody in Ayodhya what a wonderful time we had in I want to show. Very subtle. The desire turned out, gone. She only sent. That means she only separated herself from the Paramatma, sending him away. As soon as she did this, what happened? Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha, Mada, Matsarya, Ravana came and took over the Jiva. Now she realizes, why did I desire? All because of my desire for that deer. So now she is taken to Lanka, and there she is sitting in Ashoka Vatika. She is not in Shoka because her mind is constantly on Rama. She's chanting the name of Rama. She's chanting the name of Rama. Kama, Krodha, Lobha, Moha. Ravana is coming again and again and telling her, you become mine, you become mine. But she is not giving in. Her mind is constantly on, her attention is constantly on only Rama. She has realized. But she has been separated. The Jiva has been separated from Paramatma. So it has to go through a journey now. In the meanwhile, Bhakti, Hanuman meets Sita, the Jiva. Bhakti comes into the picture and gives her confidence that the Paramatma is not very far away. He is coming to get you. Who is that Bhakti? Who is that Bhakti?
My intellect.
In the story, Hanuman. Hanuman, right? He comes and he tells Sita, don't worry, Lord Rama will come and get you. And what does Sita say? He says, first I will take you, but Sita says, no, he has to come and get me. I will wait. I will wait patiently. Because Bhakti has anyway come and only he can come and take. So then finally her titiksha gives result and the Paramatma comes and takes the jiva. And they become one again. Pattabhisheka is that oneness of the Jivatma with the Paramatma. How beautifully our rishis have written this thing with larger ideas and stories and yeah. We'll move to the next one. Anything coming up for you all with this?
How to reach the stage? Sadhana. Sadhana. That is the only question. Because intellectually we have understood. Now it has to be contemplation and application.
Even as we are doing this, that we should just be with him. Our work is only to be with him. Never try as much as possible not to be caught with the world. If I am caught in the world, no problem, quickly come back to the self. तीर्त्वा मोहार्णवं हत्वा रागद्वेषादिराक्षसान् तीर्त्वा मोहार्णवं हत्वा
तीर्त्वा मोहार्णवं हत्वा रागद्वेषादिराक्षसान्
योगी शांति समायुक्तः आत्मा
रामो विराजते तीर्त्वा मोहार्णवं हत्वा
together we will chant.
Yeah.
तीर्त्वा मोहार्णवं हत्वा रागद्वेषादिराक्षसान् योगी शांति समायुक्तः आत्मा रामो विराजते. See,
same the story you have told, right?
Arnavam means ocean. Moharnavam, Mohaka Arnavam, that is the ocean of delusion. Tirtva means crossing. So Tirtva Moha Arnavam Hatva means killing. Raga Dveshadi Rakshasan, the Rakshasa of Raga Dvesha is killed. Hatva. Yogi Shanti Samayuktaha. A yogi Shanti Samayuktaha. That is one who is united. Samayuktaha means united with peace. Atma Ramo Virajate, that Rama who is our Atma, Virajate, established, shines. Okay. So after crossing the ocean of delusion and killing the monsters of likes and dislikes, the yogi who is united with peace becomes Atma Rama. That is, he comes to revel in himself. This is what beautifully Ramakrishna Paramahamsa was saying when Vivekananda went up to him and asked, have you seen God? Because that was a question in his school. And his teacher only tells him that somebody called, he keeps saying, well, who is God? Who is God in the class? And then the teacher says, I think you should go to Ramakrishna Paramahamsa. You may get your answer. And he goes, he's a young boy. And he, maybe teens. And he goes to him and he says, have you seen God? And he says, Ramakrishna Paramahamsa says, oh yes, I have seen God. I see, are you seeing him now? Vivekananda asks. Narendra. He says, I see him more clearly than I see you. This is what he says, reveling in himself. Reveling in himself. Has anybody used this for us? It is something like in the world we see only objects. Now if we shift from objects to space, we see space. And for us, the objects get blurred. Then it becomes objects are just a form of the space. Form in the space. Correct? Like that, right now we are so focused on the objects of the world, objects of the inner world. Instead, now we are with the Chidakasha, and hence we are in that only that reveling in the self, that all these objects are like blurred. They come, they go. Then I don't get entangled, no? I will not get entangled in them. Because I'm focusing too much on the objects, I get entangled. That is what it is. Dhyayato vishayan punsaha sangasteshu upajayate. When I focus on the objects of the senses too much, there is sangha. Attachment happens. Sangat sanjayate kamaha. Because of that attachment leads to desire. Kama, sangat sanjayate kamaha. Kama krodho bijayate. Kama becomes krodha. And then krodhodbhavati sammoha. Sammohatmati vibhramaha. Because of krodha, you become delusional. Because of delusion, smriti vibhrama, your memory goes for a toss. Smriti vibramshad buddhi nasho. Because that's now the memory is gone for a toss, your buddhi is gone. Buddhi nashat pranashyati. Everything is destroyed if your buddhi is gone. When you act out of wisdom, when you act without any wisdom. Correct? So, our focus completely shifts from the objects of the outer world and the inner world to the space and the self. That's all we have to do. When some objects come up, how do we do? Uparati? Withdraw from those objects we have to do, no? How do we, or Vairagya, whatever, either one. How do we do? We move from there to the space. There is space around. That space also is in the consciousness, is in the existence. And I slowly detach, withdraw. So, a Jivan Mukta's focus is always on reveling on himself instead of the objects of the world. That's all. Not that the objects are not there. But there is no, and after some time when these objects don't get the necessary feed from you, they lose their control and they stop coming up. When you don't feed it, just like any animal, if you keep feeding it, it will keep coming. If you stop feeding it, it will go somewhere else. It may come a little now and then, just like that, but it will not expect it. There's nothing, no hold. It will just go away. It knows it's not going to get anything from you. We have to make the objects of the world powerless in front of us. I am more powerful than the objects of the world. Right now, we have given too much power to the world, objects of the world. And it is pulling us. I should be in control. Somebody read the translation, when the transformation is complete. Who will read?
Can I read?
Yes, Premaji.
Yeah, thank you. When the transformation is complete and the individualized egocentric jiva has discovered its pure nature as the eternal self, it crosses over all delusions, which is non apprehension or the casual body. The mental impressions gathered in his individualized existence all through his entire past together constitute the ocean of delusion or ignorance. The Through the process of meditation, when the yogi reaches the effulgent experience of the self, he has no doubt crossed all non apprehensions of truth and therefore also all his misapprehensions about himself. This is possible only when the devilish forces of likes and dislikes are destroyed and eliminated within the individual seeker's heart. Having crossed the ocean of delusion and destroyed all the monsters of negative tendencies expressed by the mental equipment in an individualized self, the mediator enters the realm of the self.
Meditator.
Oh, meditator. The meditator enters the realm of the self to rediscover for himself the voiceless peace which he has put temporarily lost. Self is of the nature of peace, auspiciousness, beauty, Satyam Shivam Sundaram, and this experience of the eternal self is permanent, and thus the mediator lives in himself in an unbroken experience of endless peace and bliss. He is the one who reveals in the Atman. The crucial word Atmarama, poetic in itself, is highly suggestive to a student of Upanishads and the Hindu classics. Sankara, a master of the Hindu traditions, brings the entire story of Ramayana to pack up the words of this verse firmly into its mighty beauty. Sage Valmiki, who wrote Ramayana, not only wanted to give his readers a complete picture of an ideal human being facing every possible situation of life with utmost inner equipoise, but he also had his own experience of the self to express. Valmiki was not mere author and publisher. He was essentially a man of realization, a champion of scriptures. These inner symbolisms and significance of the Ramayana are generally lost sight of by the students who are charmed away by the minute beauties in the workmanship of his pen. Sankara, in this verse, hints at the deep significance of the Ramayana taken as a whole. Can I
We'll
read?
stop here, Premaji.
Yes. Thank you.
Having crossed the ocean of delusion and destroyed all monsters. So let us take each word. Let us take each word. It is beautiful. Moha. What are all the delusions we have when we give importance to our thoughts? Delusions at very simple levels. Her husband is very busy all the time. He's at work all the time. He's very tired. When he comes home, again he's on TV. He doesn't give me time. Marriages, expectations. A mother, I have used this example in the past. What is moha? Moha is a wife is getting, they have decided they'll go for a movie. A wife has become ready. All ready. After the husband comes back from work, we'll go for the movie. She goes, and then her husband comes with one very bad headache. He says, "Oh, please make me coffee." She rushes and she makes coffee. Okay, after the coffee, he'll be better. He drinks the coffee. She says, "Are you better? Shall we go for the movie?" He says, "Oh, movie, I don't think I can come. I have this splitting headache. I want to lie down for some time." And he goes and lies down. Now, this lady's raga, desire for movie, or maybe to spend time with her husband. It can be anything. Okay, going out. She's nicely dressed, effort taken. Total disappointment. A sense of pain. He always does this for him. His work is only more important. He promised me, but he never comes out with me. All these thoughts start coming up. At that point, the husband has a headache. Compassion doesn't come. The disappointment comes from the sense of ahankara, mamakara. What about me? Always like this. I should only be understanding all the time. How many of us have told this kind of thing? I only should be understanding all the time. They cannot be. Okay. The disappointment, then that anger, and it goes, no? Kama, krodha, vijayate, krodha, bhavati, sammoha, sammoha, smriti, vibhrama. It goes that way. That is moha. From the more and more, if we don't come out of that ahankara, mamakara at that point in time, the moha keeps growing. It becomes dhumralochana, as in Devi Mahatmya, Chanda Munda, analysis, Shumbha, Nishumbha, all these, because of moha, all of these keep multiplying, more vasanas, raktabijasura. One vasana multiplying into multiple vasanas, more seeds of vasanas coming up, keeps going. That is moha. So here, one who has crossed the ocean of delusion, everything is a delusion. What I'm seeing is also a delusion. We have seen that we are seeing only an image. I was reading this Shriyam's book. Okay, it's very interesting. It's at a different level. I was gifted that book, so I was reading. It is completely not with Atma Vichara, his experience. He is one who plays with life energy. He does Kriya Yoga and things like that, right? In this book, he has put lots of experiences of how he was consciously able to move out of his physical body. When he sleeps at night, he consciously moves out of the physical body, and he was able to roam here and there, go meet his guru and come back into the body. His linga sharira, the sukshma sharira, it is attached to the navel, and from there he goes, he moves, and he comes back. Okay, but this is also part of the deha only. If you go and ask Ramana Bhagavan, he will say all this you should not even encourage, because this is also a part of the delusion only. But I know, I was just reading that, and I have, what was I saying for me to remember this? So one who has moved over this, anyway, I don't know why I told that story. I've lost track of it. So we will leave that. Okay. So one who crosses over the moha. That is, even all of this, everything I see in my mind, everything is a delusion. And so why I was saying is, when he said he moved up and he saw his own body, we see our body in the mirror. It took him some time to recognize that this body is me. Because the body looked different, it seems, because we never see ourselves, right? We are never able to. We can only see ourselves through a mirror. We only see a reflection from the mirror in our mind. So that is what I was trying to say. That he said, I looked down upon that body and I didn't recognize, because that body looked very different from the way I see myself in a mirror. So that itself is a moha, a delusion. What I see with the senses is also a delusion. And then what I see, then there are all these vasanas, all these thoughts, red filters, green filters, and I'm seeing everything as green, everything, all moha. But a Jivan Mikta, one who is completely established in the self, will recognize and will go beyond the moha. The moha will not come up at all. Because moha comes from ragadvesha. Ragadvesha comes from I, me, mine. So if you can catch it at the ahankara mamakaratvam, that stage, then it doesn't go. Ragadvesha, pain, pleasure, moha, nothing, everything is an experience. There is no sukha, there is no dukkha. Everything is an event that happened. Everything is an experience in my life alone. Everything is an event that happened that I am attributing as sukha or dukkha because it was painful for me or pleasurable for me. But otherwise, it is only an experience, an event in my life that happened, that is happening, that will happen. When that clarity comes, everything is an event, then there is no sukha, there is no dukkha, there is no pain, there is no pleasure, there is no raga, there is no dvesha, there is samatvam. Everything is a happening. So that is nirmama, nirmoha, all of that. The monsters of likes and dislikes. This raga dvesha, no, it is so subtle. Very, 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 very subtle. How our raga dvesha works. At home also you keep, your child does what your husband does what you like. One warmth will come inside me. If they act the way you want. They do something that is against you, immediately that warmth will change into a little bubbling anger. How subtle! It is so subtle if you just keep observing it. It is like a play. It is a leela. We must observe it and enjoy. Look at it right now. Just now there was warmth and now it has been turned into anger. You should enjoy how these emotions are playing. How, then when you're a witness, you can enjoy how these things are playing. It is like watching a cricket match of your own emotions,
like
of
watching
your own
TV
desires.
cinema.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like watching a movie of your own emotions, your own desires, your own thoughts. That is a movement of Prakriti. Isn't it? It is like that. It is so that such is the nature of the Jivan Mukta. Because right there he will start seeing everything and nothing will bother. It is like when two people are fighting over nothing. No, a little will feel so wise. What are these people for this? And all they are fighting. A similar thing will be happening inside me. Same way I should treat that also. What is this? Why is these two things fighting like this? Leave it. No, it's over. Done. Why analyze now? Let it be. And this Atma Rama is beautiful. What is the nature of Rama? Oh, time is up. Oh, we will continue. This is very nice.
I saw it was already late, but I thought, okay, let it be.
Yeah. We will go. Remember Atma Rama next class.
Yeah.
Okay, we will close.
Yeah.
Sorry, ma'am, in between I had to go. I had sudden guests coming in, so I had to log off.
No problem.
Atma Rama is self-revealing, no? Always with me.
Self-reveling, like how Rama, Rama is that like, absolutely unmoving, no? Now the Rama is the self. Atma Rama.
Self-reveling.
When you think of Rama, he is totally
Stable.
stable. When with that sthirta, no? When you think of that sthirta Atma, in the Atma, Rama is that Atman. That's sthirta. Atman is nothing but that sthirta. That's all.
Nothing affects it.
Nothing. It's like that. Okay. Atma Ramanandanamana Achyuta Keshava Hari Narayana. I like that word, Atma Rama. Beautiful. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadhaya Purnameva Vashishyate Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayah Sarve Bhadrani Pashyanto Ma Kaschid Dukhabad Bhavet Om Shanti 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 Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om. We are in 50. We have 66 verses more.